Are you turning into a bit of a philosopher because of the extraordinary life you've had? I mean, do you think if you hadn't gone into the career that you've had and reinvented yourself so many times and become this iconic figure, you know, around the world?
Psychotic figure?
No, iconic.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
No, okay, I did say psychotic.
I'm sorry.
No, this iconic global figure. I mean, listen, we've just seen a bunch of Japanese journalists leaving, having interviewed you. I mean, they've come from all over the world to talk to you here today. Do you think you would have taken an interest, really, in the human condition in the way that you do and have this philosophy about how we should behave and all of that?
Well, I'm sure I'd be a very different person if I didn't have the experiences that I've had. And, I mean, I've had an incredibly full life, and I feel like I've looked at life from just about every vantage point. I reached a certain point in my life where I said, okay, I've done this, I've done this, I've done that, I've accomplished this, I've earned this much money, I've got, you know, I've got that and this and the other, but is that all there is? Is there more to life? And I think those questions that kept popping up in my head forced me to go on a journey. That search began an investigation, and that investigation provoked a lot of thought and a lot of soul searching and a lot of realizations that a lot of the things I used to place value on and importance on were, in fact, the least important things in life. And
so you've changed.
I mean, does that? Yeah. I mean, does that make me a philosopher? I don't know. I think it just makes me a human being. I mean, it makes me.
I saw you interviewed on television about 10 years ago, I think, and I felt at the end of it that although I'd enjoyed the entertainment of the interview, I had no idea who you were. I had absolutely no concept of who this human being was, and yet there had to be something in there, and yet it was you'd given a performance. You know, in this interview, I'm getting a much stronger sense of who you are, you know, the kind of person you are, which makes me feel that you must be a lot happier perhaps now than you were a few years back.
There's no question that I'm a lot happier now than I was whenever you saw that interview.
About 10 years ago.
Yeah. But also, I don't think I knew who I was 10 years ago. I don't really think as strong as my identity was, and as opinionated and outspoken and provocative as I was, I still don't think I really understood what I was doing. I mean, I was searching, and I was making all kinds of mistakes and having all kinds of successes, and I was just kind of living life in a very impulsive way without really thinking about the consequences of my actions or my words. I did spend a good part of my life as a celebrity in a very selfish way, and I think I prided myself in the beginning of my career as sort of being able to do interviews and not reveal anything about myself. You know, that was my thing. I don't want people to know me. I just want them to know what I choose for them to know. And then I realized that, in fact, the whole point of being famous, or the whole reason I've been given the gifts that I've been given, is so that I can inspire people, really help people on a deeper level. And I'm not going to help people unless I actually share a piece of my soul with other people.
Well, I mean, $1 million question, do you believe we go on somewhere? Do you believe when we die, we move on?
Absolutely. Do I believe in reincarnation? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which implies you think you've been here before?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not in this room. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
And she's really very interesting, and there's plenty more to come. We're going to take a quick break here because we have to, but we'll continue our chat with Madonna in a couple of minutes when she talks to us about her husband, Guy Ritchie, her kids, and you just heard her say there she's a pushover for gorgeous shoes. If given well, you didn't. I said I'm a pushover for gorgeous shoes. Wait till you hear what she says about what Guy gave her after a big row. Also still to come, You Say We Pay, and your chance to win the holiday of a lifetime. A 2-week break in Australia for 10 of your family and friends. Back in a minute. Hiya, welcome back. No more calls, please, for You Say We Pay, because we have a player waiting on the line. But before we actually play the game and then give you the chance to win a fabulous holiday for 10 in Australia, we're going back to our interview with Madonna.
Does it irritate you that you're constantly being written about in terms of your belief? It's not really even a faith, is it really, Kabbalah? It's a sort of it's a system of ideas and precepts, which you're fully entitled to hold. And yet it seems that on the whole it irritates, particularly the British media. Does that irritate you in turn?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I suppose so, because what I would really like it is for people to do their research and try to understand what it is that I'm studying, or what it is I'm attempting to understand. And if they did that, then they would have a completely different point of view. I wonder if the media would be as interested or irritated if I was studying existentialism. Maybe they would.
I somehow doubt it.
Yeah.
I've got to say something.
If I just wore a beret and I studied guest houses.
It's a strange thing.
Yes.
You're sounding English, you know.
Am I?
Yes.
I mean, my accent.
Yeah, your accent. Yeah. Has anyone else said that to you?
When in Rome.
Yeah.
Well, I have an English husband, and I have lots of English staff, and
But your American friends say that to you? Because
well, you know what? It depends. I think I go in and out of it, because sometimes my husband looks at me. He's like, "God, you sound so Midwestern right now." Let's go into the car. We got to go to the car. Oh my God, where's the car? I think it depends on who I'm hanging around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But is England it then? Do you think, for the foreseeable? I mean, is England going to be home indefinitely?
It is for now. I mean, I must say I prefer living here than I do Los Angeles and New York, which is where we have other places.
Why? What have we got that they haven't got?
So
I'm not surprised. I'm delighted to hear you say it. But, you know.
Pubs, for instance.
Yeah. Can you go to pubs? Can you?
I do go to pubs.
Yeah, and it's all right. You're not mobbed.
Duh. No, we go to this pub that nobody goes to, and I'm not telling you where it is, because then everybody's going to go to it.
So do you find that in England you've got a bit more, not anonymity, but people give you space in a way that they wouldn't if you were walking down Fifth Avenue?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, London is a kind of much more mellower version of New York, with a lot of... I mean, in New York, everyone's in your face. Even strangers who aren't interested in celebrities talk to you. They make comments about what you wear. They tell you to get out of the way. They steal your taxis. I mean, it's very in-your-face New York, and there's charm in that, but sometimes it can be quite exhausting. And I walk or ride my bike everywhere here, and I love that, and I can't do that anywhere else.
A lot of American celebrities and stars do say that about the English and the Scottish and the Welsh and blah blah. You know, but the Brits.
Well, even the paparazzi have manners here.
Have they?
Which I'm very. Yeah, they do. I mean, I don't know if it's.
I must be mixing with the wrong crowd.
Well, I mean, they have manners in that if you say to them, well, that's has been my experience so far. Knock wood. I hope this is real wood, not fake wood. If you say, okay, can you just take a few pictures and go? They do. They take a few pictures. They say thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. I mean, what paparazzi in America says thank you? And they leave.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
So your kids are
Can I ask
so
one frivolous
lovely.
question very quickly? Because as reported, does Guy call you Madge? Is that true? Or is that a complete...
No, he doesn't.
I thought he didn't. I thought...
No, I can't stand that.
Why would he?
Madge.
Thank you for clearing that. Because
Yes.
all the papers say that. Oh, yeah, he calls her Madge.
No.
Why?
I don't know. No, I think fans call me Madge.
Because the papers
The
report...
press
yeah.
call me Madge. That's the first time I ever heard that name was when I started coming here.
It's a very English...
It is,
name.
right,
Yeah,
but I've never met anyone called Madge here.
No, I don't think... I think they've all died out.
Maybe, is it Cockney rhyming slang?
No, Madge
no,
is...
no, not
what
at
is
all.
is Madge a short form for
Sort of
something?
Margaret, or
I think it's short for Margaret, actually, but it's very...
Quite-
I mean, I reckon it had died out by the 40s, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Your
Good.
kids, I was
Thank you
just
for
to say
clearing that up.
that they're both so lovely looking.
Thank you.
I mean, Lourdes is you. I mean, like, just looking at, and Rocco is Guy, isn't
I
it?
know.
It's just extraordinary.
It's a mini guy, yeah.
He's like a little clone.
Well, I think we're out of time.
Really?
Yeah, it's really, really good to talk to you and to find out what you like. Because, as I said, before we came into the room, I had no real idea. But I think you're smashing it. It's lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, it was lovely.
I'm glad you've sorted out your fight, by the way.
Oh, well, you know, like I say, expensive shoes, do it every time.
Yeah, everyone used to say that you used to say that you and Guy fought a lot at first.
Yeah, we did.
We did
Did
it
you?
first, too.
Well, we still fight sometimes, but one time, actually, we had a big fight, and then I went back to New York, and he actually
Well, that was a big fight.
He sent me a pair of Jimmy Choo shoes as well. And
Are you making that up?
no, I'm not.
you're not putting me
They're
on?
really not. They were
Oh, funny.
lavender. They were really like sexy sandals with like feathers on them and stuff. I remember them. I
Yeah?
still have them. Yeah, there was like.
Fantastic.
And did you forgive him instantly?
I did.
But it's funny that...
Shoes do work.
Shoes do work. I'm glad we've confirmed
But they
that.
wouldn't work now.
No. All right, thank you very
It's
much
a
indeed.
pleasure to
That's
meet
great.
you both. Thank you.
Thank you, Madonna.
My little Madonna. You and her. Buy you off the shoes.
Shoes, you see.
Only once a year, their price. All right.